Greetings everyone, I am Harshita. Welcome to the first episode of Campus to Cubicles podcast series, where we bring experiences and stories of MR Impact interns. MR Impact is not just an internship opportunity, it's a platform for interns to learn, earn and excel. At MR Impact, we aim to bridge the gap between the practical knowledge and theoretical knowledge. So I would like to invite our guest Atishay Kapoor, who has been a significant part of MR Impact Phase 1 and Phase 2.
Thank you for having me.
So Atishay, are you ready for today's session?
Absolutely.
Coming to MR Impact, how did you actually get to know about it?
I saw a lot of posters in my department with the website link of MR Impact on it, and I thought to check it out. And when I checked it out, there was a vacancy of video editor and videographer on the website, and I applied for it. Giving a shot to something you like is always the top priority. And this is how my journey started with MR Impact.
Okay, and what was your job profile and the department you worked in?
I worked as a videographer and video editor, and it was at marketing department.
Okay, and what is the course that you are currently pursuing?
It's BTech in computer science with artificial intelligence and machine learning in majors.
Everything is so different. I think you are such a versatile person because
Absolutely.
it's a mixture of all different things.
Like coming from the CS background, doing it as a profession
Yes.
and doing, like things from marketing is a whole different thing. Two
Yes.
different worlds together.
Actually, like coming from the leg of CS, how did you get into this videography and video editing?
I do videography and video editing as my hobby, and getting paid for something you love to do is
Incredible.
it's a blessing actually. It's a
Yes.
blessing.
Okay, so what are you passionate about?
I'm very passionate about coding and automobiles. So it's the main profession I do. Coding is my main profession.
Okay,
Yes.
I think there are a lot of things that you have in yourself, like you're a mixture of many things.
Absolutely.
Such
That's
a
my
versatile
pleasure.
intern we had. So, did you get any assistance from the faculty and your mentors during your internship?
Yes, I actually did get a lot of help from a lot of people, but I'd like to mention Deepti ma'am because she helped me through all the things, be it from enrolling for the vacancy and be it from getting selected for the job, for the internship.
You had a very smooth process.
Yes, it was actually very smooth. All thanks to Deepti ma'am.
Great. Let's take you back to the day one. Can you tell us something that you remember or how you felt?
Yes, absolutely. So, for the first day, I was very anxious about how I'm going to work there, how I'm going to interact with my mentor and different colleagues. So when I entered the office, I still remember that day. When I entered the office, my mentor was so welcoming. They were so friendly with me. I told them like I'm very anxious about my internship as it was my first day and my first internship as well, right?
Okay.
They told me not to worry about anything. They're all there to help me and like help me with everything. Be it teaching me something, be it making me complete my task, helping me with my tasks. So they were helpful with everything. So it was my most memorable day of my internship.
That was incredible. That was great. Okay, what's that one thing that you have learned during your internship that no classroom could have ever taught you?
Work ethics and professionalism, I'll say. It was the most important thing that I learned in my internship. And it's a very crucial thing, I'll say, like when you move towards the corporate world, these two things you need the most. It's the much needed thing in the corporate life. So that's the thing I learned.
Okay, professionalism is one thing.
Yes.
But was there any wow moment or something that was like really surprising for you?
Yes, absolutely. So I remember this day, I was not, feeling to work a lot, but I was assigned a task and I had to do it somehow. So I edited that reel. There was a reel I needed to edit of, there was an event, Design Ignite. I shot for the same, but I had to edit it. So I edited the reel and I was going through the reel, and when I checked it out, I was like, no, it's not going to get approved. It's not going to get approved. But luckily, fortunately, it got approved. Nobody even put a question on it. So it was a very wow moment for me. I was very happy that day.
Okay, that was something that went well.
Yes.
But how did you handle the moments when things did not go as planned?
I always talk to my mentor. I always reached out my mentor for everything, even though if it was something related to, something not going according to me, something I'm not understanding, something that is not planned, like sudden tasks. I used to receive a lot of instantaneous tasks that I had to do then only. But, my mentor taught me so well about all of these things, handled things so perfectly that it was so good. It was absolutely amazing.
Okay. So, what was the most challenging task that you worked on?
I remember there were these two events in our university for which I had to shoot, right? I was the only intern available back then, and it was Design Ignite, and the second event was 𝐼𝑘𝑛𝑜w in 2024, I remember. For 𝐼𝑘𝑛𝑜w shoot, I had to go to different blocks, different buildings, one after another, in every 30 minutes to shoot all the videos and all the projects the students were
Like
showcasing.
really going to different departments.
Yes, exactly. And I had only like 3 to 4 hours to cover all the buildings in our university, because in each and every building in our university, there was some event going on. And
Such a great campus, and you were walking around.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was a very hard event, but I enjoyed it, to be honest. Meeting new people and looking out for a lot of new things, a lot of new projects. So yes, that was a wonderful thing, but also the hard one.
Really, it seems to be. And can you share a time when you had to think creatively to solve a problem?
All the time. My job was all about being creative. My job was all about being creative. Creating reels and checking out the angles for each and every, video, how to take the video, where to take the video, the lighting and all. And, how creative you can be while creating the video. Because there are a lot of parts when you create a video, be it the videography part, be it checking the audio, what type of audio do you need, what type of shots are you going to include in the video. Because sometimes, you might be taking like 20 or 30 shots for the video, but you had to, only use like 10 or 15 out of those. So my part was all about creativity. It was all about creativity, how creative you can be, how innovative you can be about your ideas.
We just enjoy a 30-second reel, but it takes a lot.
There's a lot behind it. There's a lot behind it.
Can you tell me how much time it takes to just create a small segment?
Yeah, sure. So it depends, right? So if we talk about testimonials, when we take testimonials of different people, so we have to, check out like what they are speaking about, right? And then we have to check out if the audio is clear, right? Then we check out if, there's how many segments do we need in that video out of the things they have spoken. And sometimes it takes a lot of takes to create only one testimonial. It troubles us and as well as the person who's giving the testimonial. But yes, it takes approximately more than an hour or two to create a whole testimonial. And if we talk about a reel edit, a proper reel edit, sometimes it can take only an hour or two, and maybe sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days.
Did you build any connections during the internship?
Yes, I absolutely did make a lot of connections, and I did meet a lot of people too,
Okay.
So some mentions I like to give is Neha Dhupia and Kapil Dev.
Neha Dhupia.
Yes.
The MTV star.
Yes, the MTV star.
The MTV star came
let's
to our
not
university.
Let's not forget about Kapil Dev too, right? He's a
Kapil
famous
Dev
cricketer. Absolutely. So I did meet these two people. I shot their own reels, their personal reels, and I was with them the whole time. So it was a very amazing moment for me.
I think it's a great experience, and this was provided to you by university.
Yes, by university only. I was there for an event shoot, and I was shooting their event only. So I remember Neha Dhupia was there for 𝑊𝑎𝑡𝑐ℎ, and I was shooting all the 𝑊𝑎𝑡𝑐ℎ programs and everything. So I did meet her. I have a picture clicked with both of them.
What's a piece of advice that your colleague or your mentor gave you?
A piece of advice that my mentor gave me. It goes something like this. काम है तो इंसान का नाम है. This was given to me by my mentor, and I have, I've got it jotted down somewhere, and it is always, sticked up on my table. It's a very good piece of advice, I'll say.
Okay, so if you could design your dream job, how would it look like?
2 hours of work and 8 hours of sleep.
Seriously?
That's what everybody wants, right?
2 hours of work.
So it's all about that only.
We have to be serious.
Okay.
What's one area of industry you are now curious to explore further?
Social media, I'll say. Because I work for media and marketing only. So
Coming from CS background too.
Yeah, apart from the CS background, the CS field which I'm professional at, I'd like to explore the department of marketing. especially social media marketing, because I've created reels for Manav and everything, and some particular posts for Manav. So I just found it very fascinating, like how people can reach you out with just a simple video and a simple post. They like the post, they comment on the post, and they're like engaging with it and everything. So I'd like to explore more of it.
Like more in social media, more
Yes,
in
yes.
reels.
How things work actually. How do we reach people? How do we connect with people? How do we deliver the content they want?
I think reels are a great source of income also nowadays.
Everybody is on reels, right? They do watch reels, even if it's not 5 minutes a day. Everybody is watching reels nowadays. Even though people might not have news about something, but they do know what's the trend going on right now. So yes, everybody knows it.
Everyone is a reel maker nowadays, so I think that
Absolutely.
the editor has a great value.
Yes, editor does have a great value, I'll say, because how you create something matters the most, right? When we talk about more than the car, it's all about the driver.
Great.
That's what we say, right? So it depends all on this, that how the editor is creating things, right? So yes.
Okay, looking back, what advice you would give to your past self on the day one of internship?
Stay consistent and work hard. Consistency and discipline is the key, I'll say. And why do I say this? Because I remember in the initial stage of my internship, I used to procrastinate a lot. But then when I just came to know about how things work and how I have to work for something, because when you're getting paid for something, you tend to do it even more. Right? So I was more attracted towards this thing, like working and all. So I'd like to tell my younger self that please stay consistent and work hard. Don't give up on yourself.
That's great. And what would you tell your future interns to like make full of their time and enjoy the internship time now?
They absolutely should, and they should work. They should not skip work, right? Because I've seen that thing. Many people skip days of their work, but that's not the good part. When you enjoy your work, it becomes a part of your day, right?
Exactly.
It becomes the major part of your day. When you're spending 8 hours working somewhere, right? Or even if it's about 3 hours of deep work.
I think at a point it becomes the habit.
It becomes a habit. It becomes a habit. I remember when I used to work for Manav as a videographer and video editor. At Sundays and Saturdays when I had holidays, I used to think, what can I do for work? And sometimes I did ask my mentor that, can you give me some work? I need to work on something because I cannot just sit still. It became a part of me. It became a part of me, a part of my day, the major part of my day.
Yes. You became like habitual to it,
Yes.
habitual
After
to the work
a
timings.
hectic day at college, it was my relief, working on something I love. So it was my relief.
So if you could sum up your whole experience, what would it look like?
In one word?
Yes.
Okay. So it would be transformative.
Transformative.
That's how I'll explain, because it transformed me in a lot of ways. Just like the MR Impact slogan says, learn, earn and excel.
Yes.
Right.
So
I
was
learned,
there...
yes.
You can.
I learned, I earned, and then I excelled at my skills, right? The skills I was pursuing at that particular time, video editing and videography.
Yes. So was there some kind of change between the first day 𝑊𝑎𝑡𝑐ℎ and the last day 𝑊𝑎𝑡𝑐ℎ?
Absolutely. Last day 𝑊𝑎𝑡𝑐ℎ was more consistent and more hardworking than the first day 𝑊𝑎𝑡𝑐ℎ. He stopped skipping work and he was more dedicated towards the things he had to do in life. There's a difference between something you need to do and something you want to do, right? Needs and wants. So all the things that I used to skip before, I don't skip it anymore. So yes, it transformed me.
You
Absolutely
got to learn
did.
time management, I think.
Yes. Yes, we can describe it as time management also, but priorities, I'll say. How we prioritize things too.
Yes,
So
yes,
that's
exactly.
the thing.
Never have I ever lied on my resume.
Never.
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 Are you really sure?
Never.
Never. Never have I ever fake laughed at my mentor's joke.
I did. I have. I don't really remember the incident, but you have to laugh sometimes to, like, please your manager, please your mentor. So yes, I did. I had to.
Very truthful.
I had to.
Never have I ever pretended to be on a call to avoid someone on internship.
I have. I have done that. I have absolutely done that. You have to do it sometimes.
Okay, sometimes.
Absolutely.
Never have I ever lied to my mentor for leaving a meeting to hang out with my friends.
Do you want me to be honest on this?
I really want you to be honest.
Never.
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 That's a great never.
Yes.
Never have I ever made up a technical glitch when not able to meet the deadlines.
I remember this one time when I had to submit a reel within 2 hours. The deadline was 2 hours, but I said my phone is broken now. I cannot edit the reel.
Really?
Yes, I did. I had
That was a huge technical glitch.
huge technical glitch.
Okay, now we
My
have
phone was fine though. My phone was all good. I switched off my phone.
Such a liar, such a liar. This or that. Now we have the this or that segment.
Okay.
Nescafe break or hashtag.
Hashtags any time of the day. Anytime.
Brainstorming or executing.
Executing. Executing is the best part, I'll say.
Casuals or formals.
Formals.
Being silent observer or talker in a meeting.
Silent observer. Because being a listener is better than being a speaker all the time, you know.
Virtual meetings or in person.
In person. In person is actually better. You can interact better and you can, get to know better things rather than virtual meeting. Virtual meetings, you are sometimes, like you're giving some excuses like I'm having a technical glitch in the camera. I cannot turn on my camera. And
People like you who say
not exactly,
my phone is
okay, not
broken.
exactly like me, but yes, some people do that.
People like you say, I have a broken phone, I have a broken camera.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a rapid fire round now.
Uh-huh.
One word for your mentor.
Amazing. My mentor was amazing. That's the only word I like to give her.
Okay. What is your excuse when you're late?
I had my classes. That's the only excuse I had for the whole 9-month session. For the whole session.
You were there for 9 months.
Yes, for phase 1 and phase 2.
You were there for phase 1 and phase 2.
Both.
Means you had
Both.
a great and long experience.
Absolutely, it was great. It was great.
Was there any kind of change during phase 1 and phase 2?
Not exactly. Not a lot of changes. But yes, the number of candidates in the second session was increased. So I hope it's going to increase in the third and fourth phase too.
It did.
It
did
did?
increase in third.
Okay.
It did increase in third phase a lot, and also I think the timing is reduced. Earlier
Okay.
it was 6 months, and now it has been reduced to 3
Two,
months.
3 or 4. So my first session was of 6 months only, and my second session was of second phase was of I guess 3 months.
Yes,
I do
but the
remember
3-month internship is now happening twice a year.
Twice
an
a
year.
year.
Yeah.
Twice a year.
Twice a year.
Twice a year. Oh, okay, that's good. That's
Yeah,
absolutely
it's like
good.
it's increasing, and I think it's a nice opportunity. Our university is providing it.
Absolutely. It's, like apart from studying, getting a side hustle to earn and learn things you like.
Exactly.
Or maybe you can do it for hobby. Like if you are willing to do video editing, or maybe you are willing to do some kind of job in data entry, or maybe helping out with the 𝑊�𝑎𝑡𝑐ℎ Foundation.
Exactly.
Right? You can do that and you are getting paid for it. That's a
Exactly.
bonus, right?
Exactly.
We all get bonus for things we do. So that's the best part. It's the best thing our university has provided till now.
Because the industry, like putting your first step without any experience in the industry is very difficult.
Yes. It's actually very difficult, and people here are so welcoming of that thing too. Like
Exactly.
they don't treat you badly. They always welcome you with
Yes.
kind heart and everything. Like they're always like, we'll teach you everything. Don't worry about it. It's our job to do. You are here to learn, right? And then you're earning with the same. It's a bonus.
I think it's the first step, because when you know something, you are ready to face the challenges.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree on
Now
this.
the interns here have hit the professionalism, and now they are ready to step there.
Industry ready.
Yeah.
they are industry ready, and that's a very good initiative also.
Also in a very familiar environment.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so coming back, give a movie title to your internship.
Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. That's the only movie I can think of right now for my internship. To be honest, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum is the title.
Guys, we have to cut this. What is your fake busy move?
Fake busy move. I have my classes. Once again, that's the only move I had. Like I have my
What?
classes and I need to go. I have a practical or something, or I have an exam, something. I always had moves regarding my academics only.
He's such a fake person. Your survival kit for the internship.
My survival kit for the internship. It was sleeping. I love sleeping a lot. I used to sleep after my internship because I was so tired after doing shoots and everything that I used to sleep. Sometimes I did sleep in office too.
You slept in office?
Yes.
The working place?
Yes, I did. I was so tired at that time. I had to sleep somewhere. But I did complete all of my tasks that day.
Okay.
For the kind information, I did complete all of my tasks.
Okay, so sleeping has been your
My survival kit. Absolutely.
Great. So like summing up your whole experience, how would you describe it and what would you advise the coming generation, coming new session of MR Impact phase?
Like I mentioned earlier, my journey was transformative, right? And learning new skills and excelling them at the same time, it was a very good experience for me, and I'd recommend it to every student in our university. At least they should try, right? They should give it a shot. They might get selected and they, might get a chance to learn new things. They might get new opportunities. Like I did get an opportunity to meet such good people like 𝐻𝐸𝑐𝑜𝑑𝑒, 𝐸𝑐𝑜𝑙𝑙𝑒𝑔𝑒,
Exactly.
and a lot of other people. Some working professionals from Microsoft. I did meet them too.
Also
right?
at an ease of your university.
At ease of my university. I did not have to go anywhere else. I had to be in my premises only, in my university, right? So for the upcoming interns, I'd like to say, take your work seriously. Don't just think about how it's going to happen. It'll happen somehow. It'll work out. Don't be anxious. People are very welcoming. They are very kind-hearted, and they help you in everything, almost everything. They'll help you in your work. They'll teach you. They'll let you know about each and everything. They'll not put pressure on you, not at all. It's a very good place to begin your journey.
And also in the internship part where you mentioned about professionalism, I think our CDC department is doing great.
They do help a lot.
Yes.
They did help me a lot actually. When I talked about a lot of people that helped me in my joining process of MR Impact internship, a lot of CDC teachers helped me.
They teach you from the root level. Everything you
Yes,
need to know
yes, everything.
about work ethics, the professionalism part, how to carry yourself.
Yes. Be it your soft skills, be it your
Yes.
technical skills, be it your aptitude. Everything is present in CDC. They teach you each and everything, and that's the best part. Like when you get to know each and everything at your ease. You get classes for it daily, and they are always open for you. Right? They're always available. That you can just visit them and ask them for anything you need. Like you need help in aptitude, you'll get that. You need help in soft skills, you'll get that. Verbal abilities, you'll get that. Everything, each and everything.
And I also got to know that many interns who actually worked at MR Phase 1, Impact
Yes.
Phase 1 and 2, they actually got somewhere and they are interning.
Yes, they did. So one of my friends got placed in KPMG. Recently.
Seriously?
Yes, they did.
That's
she did get
huge.
placed
Like going to
in
Big
KPMG.
4 is huge.
Absolutely. She made the first step over here to get into industry, and now she is working in the industry, right? You understand the
Yes.
thing. It just gives you a boost.
Yes.
The first step. Everything comes like if you want to climb the floor, right? You need to take it step by step, brick by brick.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
And these bricks are built over here only. So that's the best thing.
And the assistance was provided to her?
For everything. There was nothing you had to do by yourself. Every time there was at least one person available for you for each and every different thing. Like be it for the interview, be it for the resume selection, be it for, tweaking the resume out. Checking if your resume is good enough.
Exactly, for each job role.
Each and everything. So
I
yes.
think this internship has been incredible.
It has been incredible.
Before we end today's conversation, do you have any questions for me, as you were the part of MR Impact Phase 1 and 2 and now I am the part of Phase 3?
Okay, so is there anything new that you observed in the Phase 3?
There is something really new because now this time along with the stipend, we are also provided life skill points.
Oh,
So every
that's
hour gives you half life skill points. And you know that life skill points
That's much
are
needed.
really necessary to just obtain your degree.
Absolutely. I wish I got that. I got that
Exactly.
opportunity
Because-
to get life skill points during my internship because 9 months of internship could have got me a lot of life skill points, right?
Yes, really.
But it's fine. Everything happens for a reason.
So with this, we are about to culminate our conversation. It was great having you, knowing
The
you.
experiences likewise.
And I hope it might have been very informative for audience as well. Stay tuned till we meet next.